Take that. Know that we can definitely kill. So I think this is sweet. Get our combo off, and then we flash past the minions. We flash past the minions to actually land that bola. I was definitely feeling myself. Hey guys, what is up? Pope Paisano here, back with a new series that I'm actually very excited about. Gonna be doing a Road to Masters series where I take you through some of my ranked games. You know, as you guys know, I am currently in Diamond 1, and I would love to break into Masters for the first time. And so, look, I'm just gonna take you through some of my games, show you things I do well, the mistakes I make. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs. You know, that's how rank goes. But I think you guys will learn a lot, and I think I'm going to learn a lot too, right? Because we, you know, as we continue to look at our own gameplay, it can only do us good. So here we're playing Rengar against a Master Yi, and, you know, in this matchup, I think we can get fairly aggressive. And first things first, we see that bot lane showed up quite early to lane, right? Meaning that they probably didn't leash. And it also makes sense that Master Yi would want to start topside. So what we're going to do here is basically 3 camp clear, get that level 3, and then we're gonna go check his blue buff. A, because I'm stronger than E early, and B, it gives us confirmation of what's going on. So right now we know that E's topside, and this should, like, there's no chance of a counter gank here, and you know, we also just see a good opportunity. So works out for us. Now, what I want to say is, after you guys get a gank off, make sure, all right, listen to the Pope. Make sure that you shove in, help your lanes out. The other thing, notice here, I gave every CS to Caitlyn. The reason being is because I got both kills, right? I got the double kill, and so if I were to also take all the CS there as well, or take a substantial amount of the CS there, I could be really screwing over my AD carry. Okay, so we also saw Riven kind of hovering around mid. She's not in lane, and the fact that his bot side camps are up means that he basically guaranteed went to my top side, and of course he does show up here, right? You see him top. And then if we check his CS count, he currently has 24, which means he's done 6 camps somewhere. Now, Scuttle's also spawned at this point, so we're taking that into consideration. But basically what this means is that we don't know if he has done Scuttle Crab, or if he's done like both or all 3 of my top side camps, because he could have done something like his top 3 plus Scuttle plus 1 in my side, so we're just not entirely sure. But we do look bottom again. You know, doesn't end up working out. I think it was probably just an angle where I just take a base, get back out on the map sooner. But I thought maybe there was an opportunity here. Oh well, I don't think this is a huge deal. We do end up seeing Master Yi, right? And so he has that 24 CS still, and we also know that all of these camps are down. And so what is he going to do, right? He's currently on the bot side. There's literally none of his camps up. The only camps up on the bot side of the map are my 2 camps. So that's actually why I decide to path towards bottom. I want to protect those camps. The other thing that I was thinking was like, well, if I come up here, there's not even a guarantee that these camps are up. And if they are up, they're going to be level 1 camps compared to these camps being level 4, which is another thing that I know a lot of junglers don't think about. You want to be taking the higher leveled camps rather than the lower level ones, for obvious reasons, right? They're going to just give you more. So if I click here, you see the Raptors level 4, the Krugs were level 4 as well. Whereas if say Wolves and Gromp hadn't been taken yet, they're going to be level 1 camps. They're going to give you less gold, less XP. So these are things that we want to think about here, right? So while we're doing this, we click, we see level 1 camp. Okay. Yes, they're easier to kill, but they just give me less stuff. It is what it is. And if we click on Gromp, right, level 1. So that kind of gives us a better idea of what Master Yi did earlier, right? And You know, it's all valuable information. So here, again, I just want to mention quickly, like, this is the way we need to start thinking about the game, and I think one of the things that I'm improving on, I'm not perfect, but I am improving on this. So just to recap quickly, we based, right? We came back here to our bot side, took our 2 camps, we saw Yi bottom, he had no camps up, okay? I mean, his wolves, I think, were spawning at that time, now his Gromp's up, but he's probably, in that time, he's probably done one or both of these now, and basically the idea is the next thing that's coming up on the map is Master Yi's topside camps. So because we know we're stronger than him, we can actually maintain our ferocity stacks, which we do here. That's why I jump on the plant, maintains those stacks, and then we can look to fight. We kind of get lucky because we literally find Master Yi in the perfect spot. There's actually no better place for Yi to run into us, like for us, for our situation. Because we're so close to the river, and Riven, for instance, doesn't have the time to come and fight us, right? So we know that Master Yi's camps are spawning. At least like we know his red buff is up. Mid lane just got a kill, and this is where like watching this fight, right? So as this is all happening, we're watching what's going on mid. We see a kill go down. I think the biggest risk here is that I'm basically trying to invade with mid lane prio, but not top lane prio, which is, you know, maybe not the best decision on my part, but I knew I was just so much stronger than this Master Yi. Hit level 6 as well, and like he straight up cannot do anything in this situation. Riven is starting to roam to me, but you know, sometimes you get bush lulu'd. Sometimes you just get bush lulu'd. What can I say, right? A lot of people are scared of the bush Rengar, but apparently it's the Lulus you got to worry about. So, I mean, good job on the Lulu's part. I think she probably saw me kill Yi and then just beelined over there. So, yeah. But yeah, basically at this point, like, I was actually pretty fed, right? Like, I already have 4 kills. We're CSing pretty well. The game, in a lot of ways, has been... Like, I think that I've been tracking well, and I think I've been pathing pretty decent, but I also think it's fair to say that the game has fallen into my lap a little bit, so, you know, when that happens, you want to make sure you're taking advantage. So, yeah, we ended up getting the dragon off of our bot lane prio, and then I am running straight to Herald, because I know that I'm stronger than Yi, right? Like, I have my Eclipse, and I have more CS than him, just more kills, more... well, he's probably level 6 by now, right? But we just know we're a lot stronger than Yi. And so when you want to deny, like, these camps, especially First Herald, honestly. So yeah, we end up, you know, tracking Yi towards the top side, and Nasus does actually a great job of getting them low, and we're able to just honestly clean up. Again, like, you can kind of see the game is really falling into my lap, but I think we're doing a really solid job of taking advantage of that. Okay, so we get some turret plates, and now we're gonna go back into our jungle. I think the other option here for me, you know, in hindsight, looking back on this, I have 1200 gold. It would probably be a great idea to just base and grab, you know, tier 2s and a longsword or something along those lines, right? Or even just go back to base and grab another Dirk and sit on the magical boots, which is another thing that I frequently like to do. But I do elect to clear, and even, I guess, watching this back right now, I think I should have just gone back to base, and then I would be doing this, which is a good call, by the way, because we have prio in both lanes. This is when we want to be, you know, doing these types of camps. But doing this with an additional Dirk, for example, would, you know, make this process a lot smoother. So, yeah, I think that would have been better. Oh yeah, and always let Nasus stack off that. Okay, so we see off of Silas's ward that the camp is up. Oh, okay. I actually think that I want to show you guys this. I think this was kind of sick. So yeah, we see that the camp is up off of the ward. We invade, take that, know that we can definitely kill. So I think this is sweet. Get our combo off, and then we flash past the minions. We flash past the minions to actually land that bola. I was definitely feeling myself. But, you know, you can never do a good thing without then subsequently inting your shutdown to a Master Yi. The duality of Diamond 1 League of Legends. Yeah. So, another tip for your games, avoid giving triple kills to Master Yis. I think if you do that, you'll see a substantial win rate increase. Okay. So yeah, we come back out on the map. Oh, by the way, another thing about the... I don't know why I just went back, but okay, because I was going to go back and show you something. But, okay, another thing about, like, that fight that was bad, and this is something that I'm trying to, you know, instill in others, and you can see there's times I have to work on this myself, right? I had so much gold. So I just want to talk about this before this little skirmish starts. I had so much gold after I took Herald and I came up through here, right? And then I jumped onto Cassio. It takes me a few additional seconds to kill her. I have to burn my flash because I haven't spent that gold. And then I'm out here dying to Master Yi for free, right? Like, you see how that type of thing actually compounds. I hate my miasma with an absolute passion as an assassin player. It means I can't use my mobility. And then here, guys, this is called, honestly, this is called imposing your will upon the game. When we know we're super fed, and so we can just force Cassio back and just take all those plates. Best place to use Herald is generally mid lane. Bot lane is good too, but generally you want to use it mid lane. It won't always work out that way, but yeah. And then yeah, we're always looking for gank opportunities. It was actually sick. It was called Wild Growth or something by Lulu. That was actually really nice. But it just doesn't matter. Like a Rengar with full passive stacks and this much lethality now, it's just not gonna matter. So here's another tip with Rengar that I don't see some people do. If you just cast your abilities, right, you're gonna get a stack of your passive. Like, that sounds obvious, but I know some people sometimes think you need to like hit like an enemy champion or something like that in order to get that. You don't even need to hit anything, right? So use the W there to get the passive, and then we can throw that bola, which ends up getting us out. Lux does, you know, die here. Okay, we just go back into our clear, thinking that they might be on dragon after that, but they aren't. Yi shows mid, and we're able to pull out the dragon here, but you know, Yi decides to int first, and then we get the dragon after. So yeah, there's a lot of like combos with Rengar that you can do. You know, it's not always about just going for the like most damage possible, but because they're kind of disrespecting and walking up like this, I know that no one else can be around. Instead of like ulting and using our passive Q, we use our passive E, right? Because we want Caitlyn to catch up. So that was the idea here. She does have ult and flash and manages to get away here. Yeah, really close, but I think it was a good try. And like, you know, for those of you watching, you want to be a Shaco player, you want to be a Kiana player, you want to be a Rengar player, you want to be a Kayn player. Like, if it's an assassin, I would just say that, you know, you'll see in basically every game I play, I'm an extremely aggressive player. Sometimes it gets me killed, sometimes it's not optimal, whatever, but at the end of the day, I think if you're going to play assassins, you have to play aggressively. You just don't have a choice in the matter, because, you know, we need to learn our damage, and there are so many instances where people just disrespect you. Oh yeah, this was but yeah, there's so many instances where people just totally disrespect you as an assassin player, like the damage that you have, I mean. So, you know, we want to be punishing that. Okay, so mistake here is that like red team knows I'm doing this, and then Riven sees me, obviously, like I use smite to take the camp. Riven sees me here, I don't actually have vision on Yi and Cassio. So this is a complete brainless error on my part. Again, in D1 Masters, like, if you get spotted, you're on vision, you are now in trouble. You are now vulnerable, right? So I need to be aware that because she saw me, and I know she's kind of hanging around, this is, like, really sketchy. And, you know, of course, they do a good job of getting their damage down. Riven executes a nice combo, and I go down for it. Like, it's just this is one of my bigger mistakes of the game for sure. Like, in a way, just disrespecting the potential of what the enemy team could do. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Just still getting over a bit of a cold, so I had to go and get some water. But, yeah, it's, you know, team ends up cleaning up that fight, and, you know, we just get a lot off it. So, honestly, just good job from them. Like, they, kind of saved like a really big mistake. In fact, there was a potential of where if they died there, then we might just be like losing the game off this really badly. So yeah, but we punished the fact that we basically are trying to punish the fact that they all died here. We had a lot of prio. We can see Nasus top doing his thing. I definitely did not expect Yi to come down here, which he actually kind of scared me, but thought I could fight him here. We do like a ton of damage, but honestly, if he got like, if he got Alpha Strike, I die. If he got maybe 1 or 2 autos, I die. Like, that was very close. Ulting here because we're looking for Sivir, and that's what. Okay, so we end up seeing Sivir, right? I think we had saw her before I started ulting. I can't remember exactly where she showed somewhere in here, which is the reason why I start ulting. And of course, we're able to just go the way that she's going. Q, EW, Q, and just like that, at this point, she is not surviving. So yeah, flash the thumbs up because that's what we do. That's how we show that we're better, right? If you flash emotes, you actually get damage added to a secret passive in the game. So, spam those emotes. I think here I could have probably gone and maybe just straight up dropped Heralds rather than waiting, but, you know, once again, we're basically just ulting on repeat, and the damage is just, it's just too much at this point in the game, even for Lulu, right? Like, we have Prowler's Claw and Eclipse, extremely strong, doing assassin things. But I guess, like, I want to say about that too, you know, like, in a way, like, yes, does that look super easy? Of course it does. But, oh, yeah, so I just want to say, I made a mistake here. I see his pet, which is the reason why I don't continue walking this way. I saw his jungle pet, so I thought I could, you know, obviously go around and go to the red where he's going, and I just completely disrespect the fact that he can, I mean, look at that damage. That's freaking nuts, man. But yeah, I guess just as I was saying earlier, like, we have to know, what was that, Caitlyn? She just missed, oh my, oh. Dude, I didn't even see that during the game. But yeah, okay, I'm being interrupted by the great gameplay going on. But, you know, as an assassin player, like, you see me ulting when I know I can get these kills, right? Like, Sivir is just too far up. She needs to die for stepping up like that, disrespecting the fact that I can be, you know, just dropping ulti on her head. And ultimately, that's what playing an assassin is all about. Knowing those limits. Every champ, in some sense, is about knowing limits, but I just feel like that's such an integral part of playing an assassin. So, again, here we see Cassio bottom. We insta-ult, we're running towards her. She has no ulti herself. And we just absolutely drop a hammer on her head. Nothing she can do. She used ulti on Nasus. She may have thought that I was a bit closer, actually. But, yeah. This is what a Fed Rengar can do, right? Yeah, Riven tries to catch out our Lux, I think that was. Nasus TPing in. We're trying to get into the bush so that we can get over, right? You just hear about this Rengar mechanic. It's like it looks way fancier than it is. Basically all you're doing is going into the bush. So in this case, right, we go into the bush, we can see this, and instead of just walking in, you know, instead of just walking into range and getting this, we can get it much faster by just using this ward as a shortcut. And it looks way fancier, but you're literally just right clicking twice. So you just right click on the ward, right click on Riven. So the second you're leaping, you can already be basically right clicking on Riven, and it looks really smooth. And yeah, we do end up getting into that fight. Good TP from Nasus to help start that fight. Amazing Lulu ult from Silas, actually. And honestly, this is kind of the game. I wanted to do Baron. Team started pinging to just push. So, okay, fine by me. And then Cassio's caught out. We're able to just drop the ult on her head. So, you can see, guys, I would just say about this game, like, at the end of the day, the game did fall into my lap, but I think we used our lead really well. We were just one-shotting the people we needed to one-shot. I think we were ganking the lanes that we needed to gank. We knew that we could, you know, fight Yi. There were definitely a few mistakes I made, and that's, you know, it is what it is, right? That's gonna happen. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna get overzealous. You're gonna, you know, not calculate damage correctly. Yes, that'll happen, but it's about learning every game. And I know there's gonna be losses that I show you guys. In fact, I've already lost a game, and that one is coming. But started with this one. This was played in D1. So boys, I hope you have a great day. If you know, learned something, if I entertained you in some way, drop a like, drop a sub. Much appreciated, boys. Pope out.